to keep their kids healthy, from diet and fitness and sleep and mental health. But one area that's often overlooked is dental care.
Yeah, you may be surprised to learn that most common childhood diseases is tooth decay, aka cavities. Registered dental hygienist Whitney DeFalgio is also known on social media as Teeth Talk Girl. She joins us now with tips to help keep kids' teeth healthy and cavity-free. Welcome back to the show.
Thank you for having me back.
So when should the dental hygiene process start?
So you want to start early, before the first tooth even erupts. You want to clean your baby's gums with a soft, damp cloth. It really helps set the stage for good oral hygiene, right? It gets them used to you cleaning in their mouth. Then as soon as the first tooth erupts, you want to start brushing their teeth or the tooth with a child or infant-sized toothbrush twice each day. So once in the morning, once at night before bed, using a tiny amount of anti-cavity toothpaste. We usually say about the size of a grain of rice. You don't want to use the starter toothpaste once the teeth start erupting, because most starter toothpaste actually do not contain any anti-cavity ingredients. So go straight to the anti-cavity toothpaste. And then also, lastly, make sure you supervise your kids brushing their teeth up until age 7 or sometimes even age 8. Children often lack dexterity needed to brush their teeth effectively until around age 7. But you know your child best. If they want to be independent, that's great. But it's always recommended to really supervise and maybe even go back in and brush once more after they brush.
Because they're probably trying to rush the process. Okay, so now when people hear gum disease, they think about, I don't really have to deal with that. That's something I'll deal with in my old age. But you say that's not the case.
Right. So there are many stages of gum disease, with gingivitis being the first stage. And gingivitis is simply described as red, swollen, bleeding gums. And the #1 cause of gingivitis, especially for kids, for young people and kids, is poor oral hygiene. So just like in adults, inadequate brushing and flossing can lead to the buildup of plaque and bacteria along the gum line, which causes inflammation around the gums, which can lead to a gum infection, also known as gum disease or periodontal disease. So you really want to make sure kids are brushing and flossing, making sure there isn't any debris left on or between the teeth for a prolonged period of time.
I'll tell you, that I got pretty lucky because I didn't see a dentist for the first time until I was 13 when we moved to the States from Belize. So what happens, though, if children don't see a dentist about their cavities or gum disease?
Right. So if you have cavities or gum disease, as a child or as an adult, they do not go away on their own. So one of the most common dental misconceptions is thinking that a baby tooth cavity is no big deal in kids because it's going to fall out anyway. No, baby teeth cavities in kids spread at an alarmingly fast rate, faster than cavities in adult teeth, meaning cavities can quickly lead to tooth infections in kids. So my best advice is, if you can, to be sure to visit your dental office every 6 months for a cleaning and an exam, and get routine checkup x-rays to make sure your kids do not have any cavities, or if they do, they can get them fixed when they're small, before they start to hurt, before they start to grow and spread to other surrounding teeth or teeth underneath, the adult teeth underneath.
Okay, so you touched on this briefly, but walk us through how parents can really help establish a good oral hygiene routine with their kiddos.
Yes, so like we said, starting early is key. The sooner you start, it sets the stage for good oral hygiene. Leading by example as well. Children often mimic their parents' behaviors, so demonstrating good oral hygiene habits yourself can help immensely. And if you're not sure if you're using proper brushing and flossing techniques, or if you're struggling to get on routine yourself, I love recommending BetterMouth to patients. It's an affordable it's an affordable interactive platform that serves as your oral health coach at home. So it makes sure you never miss a brushing or flossing session. BetterMouth.com. It really helps make oral care feel less like a chore and more like an act of self-care, right? It provides how-to tutorials. It's great.
All right.
Thank you. Whitney, thank you so much for joining us today. And for more oral care tips, you can follow Whitney on TikTok and Instagram at Teeth Talk Girl. We'll be right back.